Hey, Callus. How are you going? Oh, alright. Yeah, okay, that's... Things are not quite working today. So just bear with me. Where did that... Okay, cool. This is working now. Oh, I see. Hello. Okay. I realize I have... forgotten to set up half my stuff. So we're fine. We're fine. I'm switching computers soon anyway, so like it's all gonna change soon too. We'll like have to redo it all again anyway, so I'm just like, okay. Oh, that's cute, emo. Nice. That's great. Yeah, remember to click my button so you get the emote right now. No, I love seeing you jump in with all the little... the animated emotes. It's great. Okay, for now, I'm gonna start my StreamRaiders, which we're doing a loyalty skin chest. has come out to the level 10, so we will chuck them on the field. Nice. Okay, so I realized I set all my sprint timers up wrong to the hold on, that is wrong. Yes, I am participating in Writers Conduit. I'm pretty sure. But yes, that is the plan. Okay, that's 20, that's 5. Yeah, you want to do it? Fair. Yeah, it is pretty soon. Is that in like 3 days? Or, I don't know. Do you have the form to fill out? Just clicking the wrong buttons. That reset the timer, yeah, let's ignore the timer for now. You want to get info on Discord, but they didn't respond. Yeah, the Discord is... generally... I don't know. I've only been in like one thing. Okay, I can see you open that. So I think, have you got any of the emails? I think there is someone, I can't remember now. Hold on, let me check what I am thinking for a sec. Okay, no, not what I was thinking. So if memory serves me correct, there is someone or a few people wanting to do something on writer's block or something similar. But I can't remember. It would be really helpful if those people replied to you. Oh, they responded to email. Yeah, because from what I've heard, there hasn't been anything on screenwriting yet, or not much, which sounds pretty cool. In saying that, I've hardly been like on Discord or online for the last week. And I'm not guaranteed to be on much for the next few days either. But yeah. Sorry, I'm not heaps of help today. River challenge. So submit an article for the river challenge on World Amble, which is, this is what I have. Half of it's just me going, I think something should be here. River challenge, think also. Yeah, so it's just basically talking about the like picking a river or water body in your world and then writing an article on what that looks like, why it's important, all the kind of things that relate to rivers. And then I have naiads in my world and they, you know, are born and live in the river. So I was like, I was gonna do I was like, yeah, I'll start this river challenge. And then, like, I wrote 2 sentences, and then all of a sudden I have, a naiad who sunbakes on Turtle Island. Turtle Island was never meant to exist, but every so often, characters are like, a random pirate mermaid was like, yeah, no, I carry a turtle on my shoulder. They're from Turtle Island. And I was like, what? But anyway, so I have Turtle Island in my world now. I'm just like, okay, sure, why not? Yeah, like this is my current thing. See it well, but I have kind of like one river, but I want to kind of split it up into 3, kind of 2. There's gonna be 3 sections of it, so there's kind of 2 rivers, 3 sections, and they all merge together. So it's been good for me thinking about stuff in my world, because, yeah, I realize I'm not very good with distances. Because I'm like, I keep thinking, oh yeah, it's just, you know, like I know where things are, but then how long and how far they are from each other, I'm like, doesn't probably make sense. Then my main character can just portal around everywhere, so she could literally travel the continent in a day. Provided she knows exactly where she's going, so she'd probably have to be most of those places beforehand. But yes. So after, yeah. Which is, I'm like, I got myself a blank map. So I'm trying to work out exactly where the heck my rivers are. But just my main river set, really. Another one of my like, oh yeah, it's just there, but I think it's way far. I mean, this is just more rivers. I'm thinking of, because I have a few parts of the story where there are rivers, and I'm like, okay, that's in relation to that city, and that's in relation to that area. Then when I'm trying to connect them all, I'm like, I imagine, you know, these two places to be the same river, but like they're very actually far apart. I'm like, So or I could just change this, what my map looks like entirely. Just that side. Like, I've got my middle and my side bits I'm pretty happy with. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, coffee. I think I'm gonna have to think about my map a little bit and come back to it. So far I've got squiggly lines. So I'm not sure if I should just start writing on. Where are all my rivers? Map alone for the words. thought about water underground. Probably needs to be thought about because if there's no river or rain, they gotta get up from somewhere. I see. Yay! Good, we can make things work, right? Yeah, I probably won't be streaming for heaps long today. I haven't been super well this week, so I'm still kind of like just getting tired easily, so. And yeah, I don't know how interesting I am right now. But I do need to sit and stream for at least a little bit because Shibby, come here. Just to keep my just to bet the other cat's outside. Just outside the window. I better just check on her in a sec. Yeah, I just need to keep my regular routine. That's the word I was looking for. Does it get me? Kitty is fine. She's just a bit of a sook. She'll probably wake up and realize it was raining. Whoa. Do you want to say hello? No? Okay. How is StreamRaiders going? Oh, there's a couple of people. Cheers. sprint. I'm trying to get my brain working. Things are the creative writing. I forgot I have a tea here. So that's why I also put it in travel cup today, because I know I often forget even if it's in front of my face. Just keeps it warmer longer, so I get to actually drink it while it's still hot. Just handy. Oh, this thing upside down, that's what feels weird. I printed a little character. Yeah. She's cute. Plains. River in Half Forest. Is Half Forest or Halves Forest? Aqua! Hello! My writing, I don't even know at the moment. I'm doing the word's not working well. Besides that, the World Anvil's River Challenge at the moment, which is handy, but it just reminds me how, like, terrible my map and, not directions, distances are in my head of thinking, oh yeah, so this river's next to this town, and this river's next to this town, and me going, they're the same river, and it's like, there's actually, like, so far between them, and I'm like, maybe they're not the same river? Or are the towns closer than I think, or what am I doing? So it is kind of important to work this out before I continue with my novel. At least until before I get to the second volume. The bit I still got like a teeny bit to edit before I hand the current chapter I'm writing to my betas, which I was meant to do a couple weeks ago, but I just didn't, so. Yes, I do have to draw it out, and like, so I can show you. I like hand drawing it as well, and so that's what I had. And so I'm kind of drawing like this. This river's meant to be a separate river that kind of merges with this one, but I'm like, that area in between, I'm like, I didn't have that in my brain, so I'm my new scribbles, I'm like, maybe I should change the shape, or have I just got to keep them separate, or so I'll probably draw like 10 to 20 different things until I figure out, yeah, that is what I want. So it does take me a little while, but it is fun if I let myself do it the way that I do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, the outline came from, yeah, I can't even remember what it's called now, but just one of the, like, online map, the online map makers, to get me sort of the outline border, and then I had a river somewhere, and then, yeah, it was very, like, yeah, It starts pretty simple, and then I just keep adding and changing, and then getting confused with myself. So yeah, so at the moment, right now, I am writing where I see because I see like my story in scenes, and that's kind of why I get distances so confused, because I kind of like I see it on the, you know, the not bird's eye view level when I think of the rivers and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is, you know, this part of the river where this happens, this part of the river where this happens. So I'm just sort of gonna go through and write down, okay, there's a river here, 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 and here, and then working out, are they actually the same river, or could they be different rivers? Yeah, so that's my current plan for right now. Thank you, KG101, for the epic barbarian. Is it template? Yeah, well, I will need to know for later parts in my writing. Yeah, because I know they're going on camp. Yeah, so after the rivers, I'm probably going to have to work out all my mountains. But I'm like, I'm just going to focus on the rivers at the moment, because that's the current challenge, which means it's actually, you know, motivating me to actually get them down. But yeah, that's the other thing, is just finishing the chapter 3 and chapter 4. Yeah, chapter 3 and chapter 4 of my novel, of web novel. Yeah, that one. Because yeah, I realized in April it was like over 6,000 words for chapter 3, and I was like, oh well, actually most of my chapters are between sort of 2,000 and 4,000 words, so I was like, oh, I need to cut this. So I'm like, oh yay, that means I've got most of chapter 4 done now. So I've got like, yeah, there's just like one scene I'm fixing in chapter 3, and then I'm gonna give that to my beta readers. Then chapter 4, I've got to add another third to it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Chapters total limit ends with eggs. Yeah, so approximately 7 chapters for the first volume. It will probably end up maybe 10 to 12 chapters. Yeah, like, because I kind of, the first sort of rubbish draft that I wrote in a different, like, as a sort of third person perspective. I think that's what I was going for. I had 7 chapters and it just wasn't working, so I've changed it to first person, which is great. So I'm sort of assuming it's going to be about the same number of chapters, but it might be a little bit more. So it's about halfway done. Yeah, nearly. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, because this was, what I've written was meant to be end of 3, so, I mean, still close. Yeah, so it's probably just a little bit before halfway. But yeah, it's getting close-ish to halfway, yeah. Is that? Oh, that's my StreamRaiders. Okay. I shall go. Let's go do StreamRaiders. have 14 allies and 45 enemies on the field. Righto. So when the next one comes, the link will just come up when it starts. So far Siobhan has most kills. Ooh, and enemies are going down faster than allies, which is always nice. And Siobhan also has most assists. Now KG101 has most assists. So we've got 8 allies left with 17 enemies. Siobhan's taken the most assists again. Cool. Oh, we're on par. Oh, now there's more allies than enemies. It's always nice to see. And we have 0 enemies on the battlefield. We have a victory! Good work, guys. So monk scrolls. Oh, I think. Let me check, but yes, Siobhan asked for monk scrolls. And she is in this one, so I can give them to her. Awesome. Yep. Okay, yep. So I'll start. Actually, what do I need for my little quest? Okay, let's go with tank. Yep. So yeah, now there's that link. But basically, if you're in StreamRaiders and you just have to find me in the captain's thing. Yeah, so it's just the Tarife Bell. Do I have a tank? Yes, that's my tank. Oh, thank you, Blessbar, for the epic road. Wow, you guys passed. Nice. We'll move down there. Yeah. This one is a small one. I can write small one. City names are very plain. But I'm like, I have so many. I mean, they're not heaps of random stuff in there, but things different to our that I'm like, I'm just gonna keep the city names simple. There should also be a river, because I'm on a river at the campsite. There's probably gonna be some water. Because I also realized doing this, I was like, hold on a minute, I don't have like things like the sun and all sorts of stuff. Words come back. Yeah, weather. I was like, I don't know that weather behaves the same way. So potentially rain is like I was like, there still needs to be rain, and there still is weather because fairies can change it. But it might be like a regular occurrence. And I was like, oh, does it rain like every Saturday equivalent? Which is... See, then the names of the week are all different, and there's only 6 days a week, so... But yeah, the Saturday equivalent, I'm like, oh, does it rain that day? And then... Or does it rain like, you know, between 2 and 4 p.m. Oh, 2 and 4 a.m. every morning? I haven't worked that out, but I think I do like the regular, like there's a regular rain cycle. When like everyone needs to get water from somewhere. Still all drink water. But this Chroma for travel in the Twitch app is glitchy. Oh, disconnect from the travel. Damn, yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough having to reopen and redo that. Yeah, I sometimes have to do that on my tablet. It's sometimes just like, if it disconnects from Twitch, it won't reconnect unless I restart Twitch itself. No, disconnects from chat. It won't restart the chat until I reopen it. Yeah, I am getting... I have a new to me computer. It's better than this one, which is great, but it's like connecting the screens that I have to that computer. I'm just like, why can't just things be easy? So I'm still on my, what I've been using for hopefully next week I'll be on the new one. I just haven't set up OBS stuff yet. I mean, for my writing streams it's pretty easy. It's just all this stuff that I was putting in OBS that I haven't set up on the computer. I got it as far as downloading OBS. But I probably will be on that computer on Friday because I'm gonna try play my Minecraft Realms and have my brother join in. So hopefully that works, but we'll find out Friday. Yeah, technology. So even my phones at the moment are just like, I should probably get a new one, but I'm like, there's a list of things we need to buy, and phones are just not at the top of the list. just like, we'll get there. It calls and texts. It's fine for now. Yeah. A new one too. You know, yeah. So my phone was working fine, but then it was just, it wouldn't connect to the SD card, or like the SD card wouldn't connect to the thing, but I put it in my old phone and then the SD card's working, so I'm like, what's going on? Yes, that is my cat. She was sleeping for a while, so I think she's just kind of woken up in the past 20 minutes and realized it's raining and it's just like, no. Yes, she does not like so yeah, she's gotten old, so she's like, I don't have to be nice, and she will play with her claws and she will just be loud. But she still runs around as if she's a kitten. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, she is very cute. She's very squishy. Which sounds weird, but she's got really soft fur. And she likes, she likes being squished. I think it's just she likes getting like full body contact. So I hug her a lot. She's a very huggable kitty. I have one cat and one parrot. But I do have a neighbor cat that tries to come in all the time. Yeah. It's kind of funny, but she is very cute too, but she does not get along well with my pets. But yes, no, I do, my parrot, no, my cat does not get along with neighbor cat. And neighbor cat knows that, so she tries to annoy my cat. But yeah, my cat's gotten less aggressive with her, but she still doesn't like her coming close. So she's like, if the other cat's outside, my cat's just kind of like, I'll deal with it maybe. But if the other cat's trying to come inside, my cat's like, no. What are you doing? This is my space. Get out. You just can't get along with anyone besides a hand that feed her. Yeah, so my cat is, she used to, it's funny, before I married my husband, so, because she's my husband's cat initially, now, well, both of ours now, but, at one of the places that he lived with his family, she used to just go out and roam a lot, and she had like, well, we called them an army of turkeys. There was like three. There was 3 bush turkeys that they just all used to play together, and you would see the cat running and the bush turkeys chasing her, and then you'd see the bush turkeys running and the cat chasing, and then like they'd just do this, and then they'd just all sit and like kind of sunbaked together or something. It was just really random, but we're just like, okay, if they're having fun, why not? But yeah, no, she doesn't like any of the outside pets now. She's very much an inside cat now, because we were next to a main road for a little while, and so we tried to keep her inside as much as possible, and now she's like... very much an inside kitty. Yeah. But yeah, but the parrot is almost the cat sometimes. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, the parrot loves her boxes. The cat loves her boxes. Like, I've got the cat, not the cat, I've got the parrot put her back in her cage, or bribed her back in her cage, by giving her a new empty box to play with. I'm just like, well, I'm glad you enjoy them, because it means when I need to, because the bird, she doesn't, she only wants to sit on me, but she wants my full attention, so I can't like have her sitting on me when I'm working or something, because the bird will just not have that. Yeah, so she doesn't come out heaps because of that, but she does every so often. We go walk around the house and yeah, just hang out for a bit. But yeah, and then to get her back in her cage, I have to either give her jam. Worked for a while, but now it's boxes. If I give her a new box, she's excited to run back into her cage. Cuties and they get to the pets if they're roaming outside. Well, that is sad. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, we're still sort of close to the main road, but we're like one street over now, and there's a lot of cats in our street. Yeah. Although there have been a few things that have happened to the cats, so it's like there are a lot of cats, but they're not always the same cats, so yeah, we do prefer it if she, hangs out inside. The bird. Yeah, so she used to... She's kind of grown up in it now. We do want to get her a bigger one. We just haven't found one yet. But yeah, she does bite people that are not me. Which is not good. Yeah, but she's generally pretty happy in there. If she gets, as long as she gets her attention, which where she's situated, we've got her so she's basically right next to the kitchen, which is just next to the yeah. Shibby. I might just have to grab her in a sec. Oh yeah, no, not the cat. So yeah, the bird has a bird cage. Yes, the cat just roams around the house. But it's funny because the bird, she can fly. She's pretty clumsy, but she can fly. Thank you, Eris Fern, for the epic Paladin. But she just likes to sit on my shoulder. Like, last time I kind of just let her out to hang out. And, like, not me walking her around the house. And I say I walk her around the house because she basically flew down to the ground and then just, like, ran after me. And then would just, like, look up at me, and so I had to pick her up. And, yeah, she just likes to sit on my shoulder and get me to take her everywhere she wants to go. And I'm just like, okay. And so, yeah, I'm just like, okay. But there's like a certain route that we have to go to. Like, it's funny, she has her routines with some things, and anyways, she's cute. She's great. I might just go check my cat for a sec. She wanted attention, and that was basically it. She's purring now. They're very much kitty of many years. Hello. We can just sit here if you want. Don't run away and then cry again. Just sit here. Okay. Well, she's at least staying in the room now. Yeah, she does love her snuggles. She does love her play. It's funny. She'll like be happy snuggling, and then all of a sudden she's like, okay, I need to run across the house, chase me, throw me across the room. Give me those, we have those toys that like, basically like a stick and a string. She loves those ones. Yeah, she just wanted attention. I think sometimes when she wakes up, she kind of like if she doesn't see us, she's just like, where? I do want another cat. She's never been good with other cats, even with her own children. Yeah, like her first litter was fine. Her second litter, well, I mean, I wasn't there when she had them, but yeah, she had kids like as soon as she could, so then they got her de-sexed pretty early on, because after the second litter and she tried to drown them, they were like, yeah, nah. Yeah. Yeah, so my husband's sister had kept one of them. Yeah, and I think, I'm not sure exactly what they did with the other ones. They probably gave them away to like their friends and stuff. Because yeah, that was like 18 years ago or something. But yeah, Shibby's, well, because she used to live in a house, like they had a few dogs and there was another cat as well. And I think she got along well with the other cat that was there. But when there was too many, she just kind of got over it. But yeah, she had, so her son that my sister-in-law had, if they're in sort of the just main area of the house, it's like she would just kind of you're like, okay, fine, there's another cat there, whatever. But if that kitten, or even when he grew older, so if her son went into my husband's room, which was sort of Shibby's space, it was like just not on. She'd just fight them out of the room. So yeah, and so I think at the moment, because the house is like her space, it would be really hard to bring another one in. I think if we moved, that's probably when I'd get one, because then we could sort of separate, okay, Shibby, this is your space, the new one's not allowed in. Shibby, this is the other cat space you're not allowed in. And then have, you know, most of the house they can both be in. It might work. Yeah. I think, yeah, at the moment she's just very much like, no, this is my space, don't come in. But yeah, because the bird, she's known the bird since the bird was new, like a baby. A baby? Since, I think it was a baby. Yeah, we didn't always live with the bird because it was our in-laws, but then when they moved house, we got the bird. Yeah, cats, interesting, dependent, selfish. Yeah, fair. They are very cute though, and they're kind of, she can kind of tell when you're not feeling well. She's a little bit less selfish there. No, it's good. For the most part, she's pretty good. Yeah, do you have any pets, Aqua? Oh, the next StreamRaiders is nearly ready. Still have the 3 dogs and a cat. Aww. Yeah, they do try to do that. Yeah, that kind of consoling, but still getting their snuggles at the same time. But yeah, I bet often that is needed, so it's good. Yeah, we rent, and it's like, it's easier when it's only a cat and a bird. Because yeah, there are a few places that are like only cat, or like fish or bird or Jimmy. I just have to grab right in. A house full of pets, mainly dogs and one cat. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I used to have a dog when I was young. We had a border collie. And currently my in-laws have a Newfoundland. It was amazing, though he is very slobbery. It's for the 3 dogs and they just wanted treats and to go for a walk. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Some pets pick up things more than others. Okay. We have a decent crew, so all haste. Shall start the battle. We have 72 allies and 72 enemies. Here we go. So, yep, Blackwall starts with most kills and Joseph Tiger with most assists. Siobhan had most kills, then Pierre Blackwall took it back. Yeah. Eris Fair now has most assists. And Toy Caddy has got most kills. Enemies are almost all gone. We have 0 enemies and we have a victory! Do it, guys. So, Bloodspot and Azure Miss. I do like that name, Azure. Well, I have a friend named Azure. She's pretty cool. Helps. Yeah, border collies. Yeah. Yeah, because Mum and Dad, they got him just before I was born, or just before I was conceived, because they knew that they would have him with kids. But yeah, so I had him when I was growing up, when I was little. And yeah, he was good. He was good with us kids, so that was good. Yeah. And I have 4 younger siblings, so. Yeah. Actually, should this... This might be my last StreamRaiders. I think. Yeah. I don't want to stay on too long and tire myself out because I've still got stuff to do afterwards. yeah, normally I will be a few more, what's the word, a few more hours. It's my plan for Wednesdays. But yeah, just today it's, yeah. Oops. Thank you, Stimpies, for the epic warrior. And yes, how's it like being the oldest? I enjoy being the oldest. And thank you, Exumu, for the epic archer. It's a bit different now that I'm married and kind of have my own family unit now. But yeah, growing up I definitely was like, a lot of the things I would do like I'd always be thinking of what the other kids were doing as well. So like I always wanted to be a good sister. I liked having responsibility. I was probably given too much at times, and there's a whole bunch of issues with that, but that's fine. Yeah, for the most part, I enjoyed being the eldest. And yeah, like I wanted to be a good big sister. I did kind of become a second mum at times, not necessarily when I needed to. Sometimes when I needed to, sometimes when I shouldn't have been, which was, I remember my youngest brother pointing that out one time, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah, okay, how do I be a big sister then? Trying to work out what the difference was, but yeah, it was pretty good for the most part. I don't think I was great, but we and I think partly because we moved around a lot, as siblings we were pretty close. And even now as we're all, out of the house and living in different places, different people, it's like we still enjoy hanging out together. And that's why I got Minecraft Realms, so I could play with my siblings specifically. I mean, that was something we'd sort of been talking about for ages, and then no one had done anything about it, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll just do it then. But yeah, it's been fun, so it's good. Yeah, how's it like being the middle child? be mediator. Let's just tell you what. I'll just... So I guess you're like a cat in that sense. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's... Like, I was the eldest. My middle sibling, he was the eldest boy. So, it kind of feels... And so there was 5 of us. So then the sister between us, it feels sometimes like kind of the sense of responsibility skipped her. But like now that she's older, and it's really cool seeing how she's grown and stuff like that. But like, I can worry less about her. But yes, it's interesting. Like I've always been very sort of quiet and almost watching from the sidelines. So I would pick up a lot about my siblings, and so like I was good at getting them presents for their birthdays, for example. Like when my youngest sister was really young, and she had a bit of a speech impediment, is that the word? I don't know. Just like she hadn't learned to develop her words properly, so she like she ended up going to speech therapy, and then like hasn't been an issue since. But it was before that I could often work out what she was saying because I knew what she liked. I could understand I could match the context of what she was talking about to what she was saying. And sort of things like that I was good at. And like just keeping track of things. Like I would always remember when everyone's birthday was, and I would remember when remember what all my cousins' names were. Like I would remember when time schedules and stuff were happening. So like yeah, it's like my siblings knew if they needed something like that, they could always come to me. But in terms of emotional and relationships wise, I was not as good with. So, I don't know. I mean, that's something I've been working on, so, yeah. Thank you. They used to think I was the scariest though as well, so. I don't know if I was the favourite or not. Just during birthdays, maybe. Strictly siblings for me, I guess. I don't know, like, I wasn't very good at... That's why I was never unsure why I didn't know why I was called scariest, but I think some things like, for example, if my sister had come into my room and read a book while I was out, which is odd because I was hardly ever out, but it happened. And then I would know that she had been in my room. And she was like, how would you even know? But she'd do things like she'd leave her headphones there, so I'm just like, it's kind of obvious you were in my room. But she's like, I didn't even touch anything, and you know, I'd make the bed back again nicely if I sat on it. And it's like, yeah, but you left your stuff there, like it's... Plus I could tell if someone had been sitting on my bed, because I was kind of possessive of my stuff, so... I've gotten better with that since being married, but there are some things. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually... It's been my last sprint. I got a few words down. We're alright. So we got 10 minutes. No, I'm like, if I can work out part of my map, then we could. Yeah, I wasn't too worried about what I'd get done today in my stream. I was like, I just need to, because I missed last week's stream. Yeah, I was just exhausted and a few things were moving around, and it's just like, okay. Yeah, so I was like, this week I was like, I'm still not feeling great, but I just want to just have my stream time, because I need to make sure I give myself almost like permission to, right? So chat distracting, like, I mean, this is what Twitch is for chatting. So like, technically, yes, it distracts from my writing, but I am streaming so that that's kind of the point in a way. Yeah. There's another random channels. Just jump in to hang out. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I'm streaming to hang out with other people online. I do. It's like it's kind of a bit of both. I don't always have a lot of chat in my streams, so sometimes I do actually get a lot of writing work done. But even if I don't, I often find, I think one of the best things just for my writing, regardless of whether I get many words down or don't, I'll work out things that don't make sense, so then I can, through the rest of the week, work them out. It's like me today, I knew there were issues with my map, but then trying to just start working out, oh, this is actually how I see my rivers and why I have such issues with them. Even if I don't write it out now, I have a plan. And so I find that it's that goal setting of going, oh, this is what I want to do today. These are things I've noticed now. So this is my goal for writing for the rest of the week. And so if that's all I get from a stream is like, here's a goal for writing for the week, like that's good. Yeah, like that's what I need. That's one of those yeah, I have things to do. Kind of like part of the streaming I find is partly that accountability. Whether it's either I'm writing something on stream or it's um, or getting something done before the next stream. So that's why it's like like I've got 150 words written that I hadn't before the stream. So I'm like, I'm still getting something done. But that's, yeah, this is like the point of streaming Twitch, like chatting is sort of more the idea of streaming on Twitch than just getting the words down. So it's like, if we're having fun, it's all good. It's like kind of a really long explanation. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah. I think it's good, basically, having chat. It's, yeah. It's fun. And sometimes I need that, where it's just like, yeah, I could sit there and write, or if we want to talk about something else, that's okay too. Yeah. It's good. It's just like getting out of the, I guess, everyday and working headspace. Yeah, so it's good. You can't be distracted since you're not officially a writer. The question's not geared towards completing a running goal like that means. I mean, personally, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's like, I think it's good to have times where it's good to sit down and nut something out or whatever, but other times just talking about whatever can be fun too. Like, yeah. Another thing, Friday I had, so last week, my last stream, I tried playing Minecraft on this computer, and that did not go well. It was so laggy. Like, I'm kind of used to playing games laggy, but it was really bad. So I had to just kind of stop, and then we just chatted for the rest of the stream. And that was fun. Like, whereas I have other streams where I jump on and like no one's talking, and so I'll just get some writing done, and you know, that's fine. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, I think for me it's a lot of that. It's less about my own sort of getting my own personal writing done, although that's part of it. It's but it's just being in the community, and it's like whether that's just chatting to other people in the community or joining other writers' streams or them joining mine, like it's, yeah. It motivates me to do my writing whether it's on screen or off screen, and that's what I need, so yeah. Yeah. So that's good. Sup, coffee? And then, you know, some people have like amazing emotes. Oh yeah, Coffee went to the cafe. Okay, I don't have anything that matches. Oh wait. Graveyard. Oh dear. Not me. I would love to. I have not yet. But I would, yeah, that's definitely in the cards for the future. I do have, I mean, so my little, this one for my Game of Tomes character, which is kind of half me, half that Game of Tomes things. My mother is a dressmaker, so she is currently, she's currently doing one project, but I'm able to get her to make me stuff, basically, clothing things. I don't know if this will come out, but I'm gonna get her to make me this. Yeah. And so I'm hoping that'll get done before July. And then I might do some filming with it, or I'll do something with it. Maybe I'll make my Twitch trailer. Anyways, hello Cam Scribes! Thank you for raiding in. How are you going? Nice short story. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I haven't. No, I haven't. Hold on. Organize my thought a minute. Yeah, I've heard of some writers doing like short stories with the chat's input, which I think sounds pretty fun. I haven't done it yet, but I wouldn't mind doing it one day. Yeah. Screaming right. Oh, that's great. My stream, I've been chatting to Aqua most of it, which has been good. I've just been thinking about, in terms of writing, like, you know, I've got 160 words to. So a bunch of short stories with chat. Yeah, well, yeah, because I have had like some, you know, chat's input into my writing, which has been really fun. I have a story about a cactus dryad that came out of a comment in chat. I don't know, were you there? I can't remember who it was. Someone, my husband was in the chat. I can't remember who else was there, but anyways. And I only thought of a Cactus Dryad because of something Coffee said in one of her streams. And then my next stream, I started writing that, and then I ended up getting a story because of what some people in chat were saying, which was fun. So, you back, ships? Okay. Kitty's come fun. She's climbing herself. Yeah. But yeah, so I might dedicate a stream entirely to that in the future. But I haven't yet. How did your start? Yeah. Shibby. Yes, her name is Shibby. Short story go today. KM Scribes. How did that go? Brooklyn chat. Is the other way. Searching for pumps. Yeah, could be. Very cute. Yes, she is very cute. I think she just wants me to stop and play with her. She's like, no, that's not what I want. Wagtail. Waiting at door. She's funny. She's good. Yes. Okay. We have StreamRaiders. Back to this. I'll take off the sprint time. This screen so I can get this up. There you go. I've only started doing streaming too. Let's go. So we have a StreamRaiders battle. So far we have 67 allies and 116 enemies. Ramel then Tyrion takes most kills and Satoru starts with most assists. Alchemist now takes over most kills and then Giptoy. Tyrion 98 then takes over. Good work guys, lots of kills. Just, you know, ignore my mispronunciation. Or laugh at it. Go for it. Now, Giptoon has most kills. We have 0 enemies and we have a victory! Good work, guys. Bomber scrolls, barbarian scrolls. So if anyone does join StreamRaiders next time, I do have a redemption list in my channel points. The traveling bats. List option, whatever the buttony thing is. Otherwise, for now, Dr. Molling and Melody Bats get the rewards. Cool. Good work. I'm gonna head out. Good luck with most of the stream. Oh, almost midnight there. Need to rest. No worries. I'm gonna end pretty soon too. I normally will be streaming a lot longer on today days. But yeah, it's been a week. So I'm having a short stream today, but thank you for coming in. It's been good. a bunch of random questions. Yes, Aqua's a very cool bean. Yes. Okay, I think I actually have written down all the rivers I can think of. That I have scenes with. The other water bodies are the ocean. So I think I actually may head out and raid. The screen looks very boring at the moment. That's okay. No worries. Okay, so we could. So coffee, StreamRaiders, StreamRaiders, coffee, Closet Forge, and Argus are on at the moment. My bats. Yeah, I am. Oh, actually, I'll see if I've been drawing the bats myself. Okay, no, the new one's not there yet. Yes, I think that one, the Bat Love one, is the last one I had up there. I've got a Bat Sleep one that is coming. That I just need to, I did one and then realized I did it the wrong bat colors, so, yeah, that was my god bat, but my Twitch bat. So that one's nearly done, and then there's one more, and then that'll be my set of bats. The right-on one, thank you. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was quite happy with that one, actually. Yeah. I don't know. Anyone have a preference of who we should raid? We've got Argus, Closet Forge, and Coffee Quills is who I can see. I like it when people like my gimmicks. But I also like them, so it's all good. Okay, any, mini, money, lands on Closet Forge. Or Argus? Yep, we can do that then. Wait. Awesome. Anyways, thank you for coming. My raid call is Travel On. Yes, have a wonderful time zone, everybody. Enjoy.